On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Kevin Durant, you should have left California.
This Bronsexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no! Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Oh, yeah! It is time. Good morning. Welcome to the tripped out, totally Dietz Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. We are presented by BetUS.com. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sports book, BetUS.com, is back in our 30th year of action with live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service. We got it all. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Man, we got a whole bunch of stuff to cover in the next 120 minutes. It's totally Dietz Thursday, so Dietz will be along, and we're going to talk game shows. He gave us a choice. That's the choice we're going with. Pat, man, we got a whole people in the Fanatics feedback zone already. And speaking of Fanatics, they present the Whip Around, and it's presented by Fanatics. And we start things in Boston, where the Boston Celtics have agreed to a contract extension. Here it is, a 2-year, $60 million extension to Kristaps Porzingis, leaving him under contract for $96 million through the 2025-26 season. The sides finalized on an agreement on Wednesday, 2+ weeks after Porzingis exercised his $36 million option for the 23-24 season to be included in a 3-team trade that included guard Marcus Smart's exit to the Memphis Grizzlies. How will that Celtics team pan out? We don't know. We'll find out as the season commences. Manfred said, quote, "I think people believe we make more money off gambling than we actually do. But I think for us, we've always approached the issue of gambling from the proposition that players and other people who are in position of influence or position to influence the outcome of the game are going to be subject to a different set of rules than everyone else. Pete Rose violated what is Rule 1 of baseball, and the consequences of that are clear in the rules." I'll just offer this.
Ready? And pull! Trash!
And I'll say more this afternoon. Promise. Ja Morant's lawyers cite stand your ground law as the future of a lawsuit accusing Memphis Grizzlies star Ja Morant of assaulting a teenager during a pickup basketball game hinges on whether Morant will be allowed to say that he was acting in self-defense and can receive immunity under Tennessee law. A judge on Wednesday ruled that Morant's lawyers can proceed for now with their argument that Morant was acting in self-defense when he punched Joshua Holloway during a game at the All-Star Players Memphis area home in July of 2022. Morant's lawyers have acknowledged he punched Holloway one time after Holloway threw a basketball at Morant and hit Morant in the chin. In a July 26th motion, the player's lawyer said he should be immune from liability under the state's Stand Your Ground law, which allows people who feel threatened at their homes to act with force in certain situations. Was this one of those certain situations? We'll let the law play this out. Netflix's new docuseries follows 3 signal callers, and those signal callers are Pat Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. I'll say more on that later. An 8-part docuseries premieres Wednesday and follows the 2022 season of the aforementioned quarterbacks, as the docuseries was produced in conjunction with NFL Films and Omaha Productions, Peyton Manning's production company. Manning is listed as an executive producer on the project. In interviews with Netflix, he gave an idea what Manning gave an idea of what viewers can expect. As Manning said, quote, "Are they hanging out? Are they playing golf? Are they in the weight room watching film and grinding for that next game?" Which is the answer, by the way, not to give it away. There is no golf in the season. As mentioned, the participants are Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. So you got the beginning, you got the top, you got the best, you got sort of the best, and then you got Marcus Mariota. Boy, the fall from grace from Marcus Mariota. Alvin Kamara of the Saints pleaded no contest Tuesday to a misdemeanor and agreed to pay medical costs for a man who was beaten into unconsciousness at a Las Vegas nightclub the weekend before the 22 NFL Pro Bowl. 3 other men, including Cincinnati Bengals cornerback Chris Lamons and co-defendants Darren Young and Percy Harris, also entered pleas to reduce charges Tuesday in an agreement that avoided a trial and possible prison time. None of the defendants was in court for the written plea agreement. Each was represented by their attorney before Clark County District Court Judge Tara Clark Newberry. The court action was confirmed by Kamara's attorney, David Chesnoff. Kamara, 27, pleaded no contest to the breach of peace and was sentenced to 30 hours of community service, which he can complete, in New Orleans. Chesnoff said, quote, "Alvin is pleased that this matter is behind him and looks forward to a successful NFL season." Well, we do too. Just make sure you put in your community service, Mr. Kamara. Last but not least, in the whip around, with Big 12 co-founders Oklahoma and Texas preparing to play their final seasons in the league before moving to the SEC, Oklahoma State coach Mike Gundy on Wednesday said that he thinks this is the final season for the Bedlam rivalry, and he ain't happy about it. Mike Gundy said, quote, "In football, Bedlam is history, in my opinion. OU chose to go to the SEC. When they did, they took Bedlam with them. Joe Castiglione is a friend of mine, but when he and their president decided to go to the SEC, they took Bedlam with them. Do I like it? No, it is tradition. I like the Big 12. I like the old Big 8. There you go, Mike. I like rivalries. I like the things in college football that have been around forever, but that's not going to matter anymore. All those things are history." And therein provides our first question of the day for the Fanatics Feedback Zone. Do y'all think Bedlam is history? Will they be smart enough to schedule Oklahoma and Oklahoma State and other rivalries with the Sooners and the Longhorns moving to the SEC? That we will tell in time. And that closes the whip around presented by Fanatics. I think, is Bedlam dead? According to Mike Gundy, Bedlam is gone after this year. And you have to wonder, will Oklahoma put up the effort that they need to in this quote unquote final edition of Bedlam? Those are some questions to be answered. And I would like to think that this is not the end of Bedlam. But I have to go back to when Missouri joined the SEC, and I'm still wondering why that is. It ended their rivalry with Kansas. It ended the border war. And I hate the fact that it ended the border war. I really, really hate that. At Recruiting Giants, our mission is to connect exceptional talent with exceptional companies. We strive to provide innovative and tailored staffing solutions to help organizations build successful teams. By leveraging our expertise and extensive network of industry professionals, we aim to drive growth, foster long-term partnerships, and positively impact the success of both our clients and our candidates. We are dedicated to delivering exceptional service, exceeding expectations, and becoming the preferred staffing partner for businesses looking to recruit top talent. For more information, email Mark Zanetto at info@recruitinggiants.com or call 336-587-3659. That's 336-587-3659. Recruiting Giants, where talent meets opportunity. And the brew for the morning for me is Invader Coffee. This is the Mexican chocolate blend that I reviewed on Tuesday. And might I say, even with the little sweetener I added, this Mexican coffee blend by Invader Coffee is absolutely exquisite. Time for a break. And when you all get back, it's all about the ESPYs and the right people who won an award and one who showed a lot of gratitude. And I loved every single minute of it. Back in a flash.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
CSTV will air the Big Three, and I'll call the doggone games. Ice Cube, bring your show out west, and we'll handle it. I'm making a public plea right now. You want some fair coverage? CSTV will air your games, all of them, and I'll call as many as I can. We'll do a simulcast, television and radio. It's an area I know best. Television and radio. And yeah, I'm putting it all the way out there. So you know what, Ice Cube? I'll make this plea right now. Me, a small-time YouTuber, a small-time broadcaster, according to a lot of people, which I don't listen to, put your games on CSTV. Put your games on CSTV. Give us a little funding, and we'll do the rest.
Where sports is the base, life and fun are the results. This is The Brian Snow Show.
Your afternoons just got better with The Brian Snow Show. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride, folks.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-973-6121.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
$15 after the hour. Totally Dietz coming at the bottom of the hour. Brother Wise will join us in a bit as well. Let's go to the Fanatics feedback zone with A Pizzle, the first one in the house. He says, good morning and good morning to you. Mitch Kofsky, 76er fan and insider, also greets us. Ryan McAfee says, good day, Snow Crew. Good morning to you. Pat McAfee stole the show last night, but Damar left everyone in tears and smiles. He sure did. That That is what the ESPYs should be all about. I'll say more next Wednesday. Sick Diggy joining us from Norway. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Same to you, my friend. Victor Locke from my hometown of Chicago joining us as well. I don't hate that move. Boston needed a big, to be honest. Boston needed a big. We got a big. Yeah, I'm just worried about how frail Kristaps Porzingis can be. And if he's in the right system with Boston, then yes, I applaud that. I applaud that move. When will Manfred quit stepping in crap? Seriously, it's Rob Manfred, just like Roger Goodell. Oops, did I say that aloud? Pat Mahomes, but I get the Pat Mahomes. I get, but the other two, why? I asked why. I talked about this on the afternoon show yesterday, and I'll do a reprise of that this afternoon as well. Watch the series. It ain't bad. We'll see. I'll have to put my critical eye to it. Nebraska, Oklahoma was history when the Huskers jumped to the Big Ten. I suspect Bedlam will be dead when Oklahoma jumps to the SEC. Sad. I agree. Most rivalries in college ball aren't the same as they once were. Iron Bowl, Notre Dame, USC, the Ohio State, and Michigan were the only ones that seemingly have lasted. That's true. USC and UCLA was back for a couple of years when UCLA and DTR, Dorian Thompson Robinson, was busy doing his thing. Wait, the ESPYs were last night? I said the same thing. I thought you gave up drinking coffee. I did, but I've done better with this Invader blend, and I have lessened my intake. Because I know, and I talked about this with Jody, if I go cold turkey on the coffee, then the craving's going to get worse. I have to wean myself off of coffee. I got to wean myself off of it, and I didn't realize it until I called my doctor and told him what's going on. And it was my doctor, one of my endocrinologists, as a matter of fact, sick, actually said I can have 2 cups of coffee, but they have to be this size, which is about 8 to 10 ounces, and not this size, which is 30 ounces. I can only have 2. I'm limiting myself to 2, and it's going to be a longer process than I anticipated in giving up coffee. I got to wean myself off of it. I can't go cold turkey with anyone because my body's metabolism is not all the way back yet. My shape is not all the way back yet, and of course, I'm missing some organs, so I got to wean myself off of this. But I'm glad you reminded me of that, Sick. I am giving it up, but I got to give it up slowly. I have to give it up slowly. Big Dog again in the house with this. Ryan McCarthy says, "Oh darn, they've been so forgettable over the last decade. I forgot they still existed." I forgot they still existed too, especially with the clip that I was sent from my partner. I caught the highlights. Pat's opening monologue was well served. Good. Very good. I caught a clip of Norm Macdonald hosting the ESPYs in 1998. Needless to say, he was never invited back, which was a shame. They don't want me hosting the ESPYs. I'll say that aloud. The rivalry only dies if the powers that be let it die. That's true. South Carolina versus Clemson, Florida State, Georgia Tech, UK, Louisville. All those games are SEC versus non-SEC. Very true. Very true, Dietz. And matter of fact, if I can set it up and I'll look at the schedule. We'll talk about it this afternoon on the Brian Snow Show. And Damar Hamlin stole the show last night, as y'all know, giving thanks to the folks that saved his life. There was another fellow who delivered a great speech last night. I don't know if you can, but I will tell you 2 points in the ESPYs last night that stole the show from me. Damar Hamlin, of course, and Liam Hendricks. Liam Hendricks repeating what Jimmy V and the Jimmy V Foundation was all about. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. And as a fellow cancer survivor, I felt every part. Let me scoot in here. I felt every part of that speech from Liam Hendricks and every part of that speech from Damar Hamlin. It just shows me if you don't give up and you keep pressing, that great things will happen. When I saw Liam Hendricks return to the mound, and man, y'all, for the people who have fought cancer, it hits you differently, because I saw my dad succumb to cancer in 2007. And hell, Duke University Hospital gave me a death sentence and said that the tumor I had was inoperable. And then to see one of my favorite players on my team, the White Sox, Liam Hendricks, go through non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and then announce he was in remission and make his return to the mound, man, anything is possible. I believe it now, because that part just hit me different, learning about Liam Hendricks. That just hit me different. And anybody with cancer that is fighting cancer right now, it's always going to hit me different, to the point where I got an idea. And I'm going to borrow an idea from the great Tom Grossi, because he did a 30 and 30, raising $500,000 for St. Jude. Well, I want to do the same thing. And I want to raise money for cancer research by visiting not just the NFL cities, but I want to do college football cities as well. It's an idea that I think, with the Snow Army coming together, with the Snowman Army coming together, with the help of my wife, who will plan this thing, because she wants me to see every stadium in the country. And I want to use it for a cause that is very dear to me, since I fought cancer and won. And I also want to put a chunk of that toward Damar Hamlin's foundation. So, Dietz, I know you're listening in the back. Wise, I know you're listening in the back. And to everybody listening right now, I want to take on that challenge. And not only sorry, this idea is hitting me. And not only seeing all the stadiums that I can and make it a year-long stadium tour, but I also want to give a chunk back to a couple of foundations that are very dear to me. I want to do this, and I want y'all to come along with me for the ride. So what I'm going to do to help with the costs of the thing is I'm going to create a fundraising campaign later today, and I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to throw it out there. The first place you'll see it is on my YouTube page, because I know this is something I want to do, and I want to support both Damar Hamlin's foundation, and I want to support cancer research, because if I can beat it, then anybody who has cancer, with the right care team and the right people in your corner, you can beat it too. I want to raise money for cancer research. I want to raise money to help my family. That's always been the case. And my wife flat told me, use your shows, use your network to bring in money into the house. So this is going to be a combined effort. And I'm sorry for the microphone cord. I got another one on the way. This is going to be a combined effort to really, really do this. I don't know why that idea just hit me just now, but I'm starting to see it. And Shane, I know you're one of my scribes. I want you to take notes on this. Snowman in the Morning, brought to you in part by SeatGeek. Looking for the best way to experience live events? SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan. And I want to say I'm sorry that I'm on the verge of tears, but this is something that's very, very dear to me. This is something that's very, very dear to me. And my wife I saw the idea first on Tom Grassi's channel, where he did 30 and 30, visiting all the NFL stadiums and raising money for St. Jude. Well, I want to copy that and raise it for two causes. One, to get my family back on their feet, and two, for cancer research. Because after the battle that I've been through, after having Duke University Cancer Center tell me that the tumor was inoperable on November 29th, 2021, when we drove, I never told this story. I'll tell it now. November 2021, we drove back to Durham, North Carolina. My wife and I did, with me having completed 3 months of oral chemotherapy and me having a chemo brain out of this world. And I didn't understand what it was until my wife explained it to me. That the chemotherapy is poison. And I didn't realize how much it affected me. I'm not all the way back yet, but that's a story for another time. We drove down to Durham, North Carolina, stayed the night before, and the following day, we had an appointment, November 29th, at Duke Cancer Center in Durham. And they flat out told us the tumor was inoperable. We did the scan and everything, and they told us there was nothing they could do. They literally told my wife to go home and get your affairs in order. They basically gave me a death sentence. They gave me a death sentence. Well, came home, cried our eyes out. She was working. We got health insurance. And February of 22, we met Dr. Roganov here in Indiana. And after performing another scan and telling him the entire sordid story that was told to us by Duke Cancer Center, he simply said, let me make a phone call to my mentor, who was Dr. Attila Nakib. Well, we got our appointment to go see him, and we met with him, and he pulled out a piece of a paper towel, and he started drawing all the organs that would be involved, where the incision would be, what kind of surgery it is. And all these medical terms went right over my head. I mean, Dr. K was paying attention. I looked at Attila Nakib, and I asked him one question. Can you get this thing or not? He looked me in the eye and he said, we'll get it for you. Well, here I am sitting today talking to you guys about this and expanding on this sudden idea that I have to visit every football, basketball, and baseball stadium / arena that I can, because I beat cancer. I want to raise money for cancer research. I want to raise money for my family, and I want to raise money for cancer research. I want to visit all the stadiums and take my wife through every NFL experience that I can. Not to mention use a part of that to get us on our feet, like I said, but donate a chunk of that to cancer research and another chunk to Damar Hamlin's foundation. Those are the goals. Shane, if you're taking notes, I want you to listen carefully. Anybody in the chat, I'm saying this live right now, here on the air. I want to do a tour of every professional stadium in the U.S. and Canada that I can go see. I want to see the Sky Dome. I want to see BC Place Stadium. I want to see all the stadiums in the CFL. I want to get a look at Olympic Stadium because I know it's going to go bye-bye. But I want to see them all. And I also want to do this for cancer research. So right now, July 13th, 2023, the campaign is on to help Old Snowman and his family visit every stadium in the country. And there are 3 purposes for this. 1, to help my family get on their feet. 2, to donate, to raise money for cancer research, since I am a survivor thereof. And 3, to raise money for Damar Hamlin's foundation. There are your 3. There's the triumphant reasons right there. That is something I want to do. And when we went on vacation and did a vlog, I have yet to put that vlog up yet. I have yet to edit it, but I will have that up soon. One of the places where we went on vacation is the surprise of all surprise. And if some of you have seen the pictures on my YouTube page or on Instagram, my wife surprised me with a tour of Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. And my tour guide was so awesome to find out that I survived that I beat cancer. I didn't survive cancer. I beat it. I beat it. To find out that I beat cancer and that I'm a broadcaster, she gave me the broadcasting booth tour. I sat in the radio booth. Danny Matthews, the legendary Danny Matthews, I had a chance to sit in his seat. I had a chance to visit the television booth at Kauffman Stadium. Went all around the stadium, got a picture of the crown. I'm going to put all that up this weekend. I should have everything completed by this weekend. Hey, I thank y'all for that. I thank y'all for that. But as of right now, I'm going to create a fundraising page for Snowman Stadium Tour. There we go. Snowman Stadium Tour. How's that sound? If anybody can come up with a better name, then I will look at it. 3 minutes from now, we will see Totally Dietz, and we'll talk game shows, old and new. He asked me to pick a subject. I picked one. Back after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Thing is, until you can erase 3 Februaries, shut up. Bang! Quality over quantity. LeBron has beaten some of the best competition in NBA history. He's the GOAT emoji. I will not cuss. I will not cuss. I will not swear. I will not swear.
Where sports is the base, life and fun are the results. This is the Brian Snow Show.
Your afternoons just got better with the Brian Snow Show. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride, folks.
I'm in another lane. I'm a different breed. I'm everything you can never be. I'm next level. Next level.
Thursday nights are wrestling night on CSTV. Tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific to see all the amazing Next Level Pro Wrestling stars on Thursday Night Throwdown on CSTVNow.com and the CSTV app on your Roku device.
PK Tire Pro is your one-stop on-the-spot auto service headquarters for a complete line of quality tires and auto services. For years, we have provided the Stockton, California area with the latest products and unprecedented services for everything we sell. And for years, our customers have been coming back. Take a look around. If you don't find what you need, visit us in Stockton, California. From the latest and best in tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle looking good and running great, PK Tire Pros can get you out on the road quickly and at an affordable price. Stop by soon to see why so many people consider PK Tire Pros to be the one-stop shop for all of their tire needs. At PK Tire Pros, our friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service professionals, and affordable prices all come together to make driving out on a new set of tires easy. On top of that, we never tire of tires. Stop by and see us, and you'll be glad you did.
Because we take this job so serious.
The f*** is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Oh, it certainly is. Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson rolls on this trip down Totally Dietz Thursday. Glad to have y'all with us. We're presented by Fanatics. Attention sports fans looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride. Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams. From jerseys to hats, accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics, officially licensed everything. All right, time to stop playing around. Doggone it, where is it? I thought I located it, and Chris is gonna be so mad at me. No, he's not. He's gonna be so mad at me. All right, folks, time to talk game shows, and it's time to get Totally Dietz.
Passionate.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Dietz.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
And here's our full-blown fibrillation. The man known as Dietz, Chris Dietz. Time to get Totally Dietz. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Snowman?
I got to say thank you to you for pinch hitting for me yesterday because I was running around this farm like a madman, making sure things got done. As you folks know, my wife is ailing from a knee injury, so I'm taking care of the house for her, making sure that she's okay when she's come home. And Dietz pinch hit for me yesterday on the Brian Snow Show. I really appreciate it. All right, man. You gave me a choice. I choose game shows because we talked about the you-know-what situation yesterday.
Well, so I'm sorry, I wasn't clear on that. I have a new game show. We can talk game shows, but I have a new game show. I've actually two new game shows that I put in the promo that I sent to you.
All right.
Two new game shows on the same article that I read.
All right.
That I read on college football. And the first game show I have for you is called Can You Spot the Problem?
Oh boy.
And the second game show dealing with the same article is Where Have I Heard This Before?
I could change a word. I could change a word, but I won't give it away.
The article in question comes from, and I'll show my copy because I got it.
Okay.
My Athlon Sports preview of college football, which I started reading, and the article is called Best Games of 2023.
All right.
where they picked the top 10 games coming up this year.
Oh, boy.
See if you can spot the problem. And if you're in chat, as I read these out loud, see if you can spot the problem as I go through them.
Let's do it.
Number 1, Ohio State at Michigan. Fair enough.
Yep.
Number 2, LSU at Alabama. Fair enough.
I can dig that.
Here's where you need to start paying attention. Number 3, Florida State at LSU. Where have I heard? Where have I heard that name before? Oh wait, it was in the last one. Number 4, Ohio State versus Notre Dame.
Where have we heard that before?
This seems like the same teams.
Yep.
Texas at number 5, Texas at Alabama.
Alabama again. Where have we
I've
heard
heard that one before.
Exactly.
Number 6, Michigan at Penn State.
What?
This seems to be the same teams over and over again. Number 7, Florida State at Clemson.
Florida State again? That's the third time.
The second time for Florida State. But
okay.
But you're on point here.
Yeah. Yep.
Number 8, Washington at USC.
First time we've seen the Pac-10.
Number 9, Georgia at Tennessee. And number 10, Oregon at Washington. Of all these games, there's a lot of duplicates in there.
Yeah, they are.
There's a lot of duplicates in this.
Did you say Oregon at Washington for the last one?
Oregon at Washington, which I don't understand why that's on the list. I have no idea.
Oregon at Washington, and I can think of a 2-word reason why they put Oregon on that list. Bo Nix, and this is not according to us. This is not according to us. Okay, we've broken Bo Nix in half. All right, this is not according to us, folks. This is according to the Athlon College Football Magazine, which I will lay my hands on in a couple of weeks. I must have it.
They love. I've been reading this a lot. They love Bo Nix. They love Bo Nix.
I don't understand why.
I don't see the reason why. But
what the hell are they loving Bo Nix for?
I don't know.
They've loved
Bo Nix ever since he was at Auburn.
Just a minute. You asked this question last year before they got boat raced by Georgia in the Georgia Dome, in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You asked this question. Where we heard this before? There's a game. You asked this question last year when we started previewing college football. And speaking of which, let me slip a quick promo in there. Our good buddies at Braves Country are putting something together for me and Dietz to bring y'all college football happenings. Noon to 2 will be the time, and it'll kick off September 9th. And then Dietz and I will bring you the afternoon game of the week that we will plan and do play-by-play for. I'll have the call. Dietz will do the analysis. That all begins September 9th. So pay attention, y'all. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Dietz and I will bring you a perspective of college football that you don't see on the big networks. It's called The Truth.
And to get back to that point, what have I been saying about this playoff ever since they put it in? Mm-hmm. It's all about six teams.
Yeah, that's it.
They just gave you 10 games, and they gave you 6 teams that are involved in multiple games on this list. How is that good for college? College football is best when there's 20 different games, and when you pick a top 10 list of 10 games, you have 20 different teams because how big is a game if the same team has another big game coming up during the year?
Exactly.
This has been what I've been saying about the playoff. It's not about how many teams get in the playoff. It's about the selection process.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, can you spot the problem? Why? Why are they doing this?
To repeat your question, where have we heard that before?
Yeah.
I mean, when you first came on my show as my college football analyst extraordinaire, and y'all can catch Dietz and I analyzing college football each and every week. When you first came on, you said then that it was all about the selection process and not the team, and not about the teams getting in, because the selection process has already cut the field in half with their favorite teams that they want to see in the playoff and in the different bowl games. So the selection process is flawed.
Until they change the process, it doesn't matter how it doesn't matter. They can do 64. They can do 64 teams. It doesn't make a difference if you're not if you're not gonna. And I've said this, playoffs are gonna ruin the regular season. College football has the greatest regular season of any sport. It is the most meaningful regular season of any sport, where every Saturday matters.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep extrapolating this out, you're going to ruin your regular season, and then college football is basically just the NFL, where you can just pay attention in January and be all set.
And here are one of the teams that was on that list of games where the first game ruined them. Oregon. They had a chance in week 1 last year to make a statement against Georgia in their backyard. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. So you got nothing but 70,000 people. You got nothing but dog fans, 70,000 worth, plus the ones in the booth. And I love this announcing team, and Scott Howard, the voice of the Bulldogs, and we talked about him. But Oregon had a chance to make a statement last year, playing the defending national champions in their backyard, and they got boat raced 49-3. They got smashed.
Absolutely. And when you have games like that, when you have big time games like that, they're supposed to matter. It's supposed to matter that game gets played.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how everything played out. Look how everything played out last year, where Alabama lost 2 games.
Yep.
And they were still, Alabama should get in the playoff. Well, if you can lose games and get in the playoff, then tell me why these games matter.
Yeah, because
that's what we're looking at. That's what we're getting to down the road, especially especially next year when it goes to 12 teams.
When they expand the playoff to 12 teams.
I mean,
season is not even going to regular season.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about here when we're talking about, well, do we want to get the 12 best teams, or do we want to get 12 teams that earn it's about earning your way into it.
Yeah.
And
it is.
That's the only way to make this to make college football still matter. Mm-hmm. If you just take the 12 best teams, you're going to get 6 of them from the SEC every year.
Yeah. Easy.
And guess what? Guess what that means? That means you're going to take 4 teams that weren't even involved in the SEC championship game, plus the loser of the SEC championship game.
Right.
So tell me why those games matter. Tell me why those games matter if you're taking all the so it's got to be you earn your way in, and there's got to be a certain level that you get to. We can talk about, you have to win a certain number of games, you have to do this, and and that's fine. That's fine to me. You win you win your conference. You win your conference. You get in. You win. Yeah. You win a power conference game. You win a certain number of power conference games, or you have to schedule a certain number of games outside of your conference. That's what needs to happen, because if you just leave it the way it is, like I just said, it's going to be. I already call it. It's the SEC Big Ten Invitational. That's all the playoff is right now.
Man, you've been calling that since the first year, because it's been.
And if you look at history, and you look at history of college football playoffs, and I'm not talking about the FBS. Go look at the FCS.
Yeah,
there's a reason why North Dakota State has won 9 out of the last 11.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been, and the other 2 that they didn't win, they were in the championship game.
They were in the championship.
They lost in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
So
to South Dakota State and I want to say Sam Houston, or it's either Sam Houston.
I think it was James Madison.
James Madison.
Yeah,
but they lost,
James Madison before they jumped.
It was James
before
Madison.
They made the jump last year.
Yeah, it was James Madison.
But they've been in every. That's what this. When people say, "Oh, if there's a playoff, everybody's got a chance." Playoffs don't create chances. Playoffs create consistency. That's what playoffs do in college football. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
So that was the game show that I had. Now,
right.
I do have to select one of my topics here, because I have some homework for you, Mr. Snow.
Yes, sir.
And for the rest of as we call it, the Snowman's Army. And I'll be putting this in the chat. I was going to post it earlier because I came up with this on my walk home from work today.
Right.
I came up with this idea, and what I'm going to do. So I have the Summer of Greatness going on. We have a great topic this Sunday. This Sunday we have sing along songs that come on the radio that you instantly sing along to. So we're going to find out what the top song is. That's what we have this weekend. But next Sunday.
All right.
So not this Sunday, the following, I'm going to do greatest play.
Ah.
And I have homework for each and every member of the Snowman's Army, because I was having fun thinking of which plays I'm going to put in, because I'm only gonna put certain plays from each one, and I'll talk about whatever. But so because I want to put certain plays from certain sports, so I'll start with you, Snowman, with your homework.
Yes, sir.
The homework I have for you is I'm going back and forth here between NFL offensive play, greatest offensive play, and I'll tell you the 2 that you have to decide on. Mm-hmm. And there's a reason why I picked you for this homework assignment. One of the plays happened before I was even born. But you know the play just from 2 words.
The catch.
The catch.
The catch. Yep, I know it well.
I know it's a great play. And I don't want to influence the voting here, but when I was thinking greatest play, obviously that one comes up, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're a Cowboys fan," but yeah. But the catch was against not my Cowboys, because they weren't mine yet. I wasn't even born yet.
Right.
So that's the first one. That's the first choice you have. The second choice is Montana to Rice. And you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say Montana to Rice, because everybody knows the Super Bowl 24, Montana to Rice, and 80 yards later, he's hitting his head on the goalpost. So
that's my assignment, to pick between those two great plays, right?
Your assignment is to pick between those two plays which one is the greater play, and we'll talk about it next week, and then I'll be able to put it in as a great play. Now,
all right.
Here's so because this is Snowman with Cole Johnson, I have homework assignment for Cole Johnson.
Oh,
because Cole Johnson is the originator, the OG of the bronze sexual confessions.
Yes, he is.
I challenge Cole. I am challenging Cole Johnson right now to find a NBA defensive play. Because right now, if you ask me right now what's the best defensive play I've ever seen in the NBA,
right,
it's the chase down block by LeBron James. There's no question about it against Golden State. That chase down block jumped. Everyone I was with jumped out of their chair when that happened.
Yeah,
and that was. There's no denying that was a fantastic. That was one of the most fantastic plays. And if he doesn't make that play, and Andre Iguodala scores that layup, that series, that game is over. That game and that series is over.
That game's over.
And because LeBron, so
it puts Golden State at 90. It puts Golden State at 91, and they go down, get a defensive stop, and all that would have changed. Go on.
So that's my challenge. So my challenge to Cole is, if you don't want LeBron to take over this greatest play, Cole, you gotta find me an NBA defensive play that I can put on there.
Oh,
right.
we got one.
I see that. We'll get into other ones next week, because I got more homework assignments, and Ryan McCarthy has a big one. Big homework assignment, and I know Ryan McCarthy. Look, Ryan McCarthy likes. We did no credentials required on Monday.
Right.
If you didn't listen to it, I have to say this. I apologize, Ryan. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry that you had to watch Moneyball because of comments that I made. Comments that I made. I'm sorry you had to watch it. As I've stated, that's the worst sports movie of all time, in my humble opinion. So I'm sorry that you had to watch it, but I know you like doing these lists. But I have two plays for Ryan McCarthy, and I have greatest score, greatest goal in hockey, and greatest save in hockey. Now, Ryan, you can pick one or the other and give me one of them. And I'll tell you right now, Ryan, if you pick save, I'm going with my greatest goal of all time, and all I need is one word to say it, and that would be Matto.
Stefan
The
Matto.
Rangers are going to the Stanley Cup. That is my greatest goal of all time. So unless Ryan finds me a better goal, that one's going in. Now
I gotta find Howie Rose's call.
If Ryan finds me a better goal, then I will oblige, and I will put that in. But my greatest save of all time happened this same year, just a round later in the Stanley Cup. Mike Richter on Pavel Bure's penalty shot.
I remember that.
One of the greatest saves of all time, and everybody forgets that series went 7 games. If Pavel Bure scores there in Game 3,
the series is over. The series is done.
That series is over. The Rangers don't win that game if Pavel Bure scores there, and Mike Richter stoned him.
Right.
So
right.
So Ryan, if you don't come up with a goal, if you want to come up with a better save, that's fine. Then Matteau gets in. But if you want to come up with a goal, if you want to keep your Devils out of it, then keep that. Then get that.
All right.
All right, we're coming up on the hour here, so
Yep,
let me get this one out there quick because I have another homework assignment for our guy Wise. Because I'm also going to put in there greatest hit, non-home run hit, greatest non-home run hit of all time. Now, if Wise doesn't want my greatest hit of all time, Wise isn't going to like this.
Oh boy!
But it happens to be a man, Luis Gonzalez,
2001.
And why it was a great hit is because it came off the greatest closer of all time,
Mariano Rivera,
and won a game. So if you don't want Mariano's worst performance in a World Series to be on that list, Wise, you got to come up with a better one, and I'll get that done. I'll get that done.
Because the Yankees were up 2-1 heading into the ninth inning, and then all hell broke loose.
Bases loaded. Yep. Luis Gonzalez right up the middle, right on a cutter. It was brilliant piece of hitting.
Oh yeah, it was a great piece of hitting. All right, we're at the top of the hour. Got to let you go, Dietz, but always a pleasure to have you on, my friend. I might need you this afternoon. I will keep you posted and let you know, but that's totally Dietz. You can catch him every Thursday at this time on Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Thank you, Dietz. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. No problem, man. And yeah, I'll be around.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Dietz.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
Boy, oh boy, it's always a great time with Dietz coming on. Totally Dietz every Thursday at 35 after the hour during hour 1. Hour 2 is coming up after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you talk, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
He was only 58 years old when he passed away. That outcome could have been different.
Colorado happens to be one of the worst states for radon levels.
It's in our ground, and it seeps up.
The more you breathe radon, the more chance you have of DNA being hit and the cell mutated. The EPA estimates 22,000 lung cancer deaths a year caused by radon.
all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second. Remind me about that party again?
Alex is just...
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular. Ryan McAfee now joins us this morning.
That's what you need to do to beat Josh Allen. You need to make him uncomfortable.
Hour 2, time for some Spivey notes. And here's Jay.
Well, I know he's only in his 3rd year, but they're just wasting Justin Herbert.
Hour 2,
the hardest working content creator I know, the playmaker.
Hey, LeBron James, the greatest scorer of all time. Hey.
Hour 2,
the one, the only Christopher Dietz.
They rewarded Ohio State for not playing, and they punished USC for playing.
Hour 2, Sam Shady.
Oh, man. It's been a roller coaster ride if you were a Philadelphia Stars fan.
Hour 2, that's Big Ben, the man in charge of the PS3 network.
And if I see Kurt 2 Chainz Cousins out.
Hour 2, Chris Bay's joining us.
Oh my God! Oh, this game! Oh, way to go, Sammy!
Hour 2, was L.
Oh man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Time for hour 2 of this spectacular, and it starts right now. It does. 8 minutes after the hour, hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Don't forget, this afternoon, 4 p.m. is the Brian Snow Show. I will welcome Matt Taylor, the voice of the Indianapolis Colts, and I will also, during hour 2, welcome Michael Burmy and Brian Sweeney, both of the Women's Football Association. They'll talk about the road to Canton. Tune in this afternoon at 4 p.m. Hour 2 is sponsored by BetUS.com. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sports book, BetUS.com, is back in our 30th year of action. Live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service. Man, we got it all. And when you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your initial deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Okay. Major League Baseball is going to South Korea. The Dodgers and Padres will open the 2024 Major League Baseball season in Seoul, South Korea, one of 4 international destinations that will host a game next season. The 2-game series between the Dodgers and Padres, which will mark the league's first regular season games in South Korea, will be held on March 20th and 21st. It'll be a homecoming for Padres infielder Ha-Sung Kim, who hails from South Korea. Kim said, quote, "I never imagined I would have the opportunity to represent the San Diego Padres in Major League Baseball in my home country. I cannot express in words how happy I am to play in Korea in a San Diego Padres uniform. It will be very special for me." Close quote. Let me light up the chat right now. How do y'all feel about this? I want all the baseball fans to talk to me because I'm not cool with this. You wonder why baseball is failing? You're taking it all across the country. You're taking it all across the world. Maybe, just maybe, I'm thinking too much about it. But I always thought that Major League Baseball should be here in the United States and Canada. Let me welcome Cole Johnson in the house.
this morning for hour 2. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing good. But ain't feedback
Okay.
zone, how you doing?
Fanatics Feedback Zone has been lit up today. I made a special announcement, which I will repeat at the end of this segment.
Okay.
But I must throw this at you. You're a baseball nut just like I and Wise. What the hell is Major League Baseball doing going to South Korea?
This is one of
those
times.
And that right there is the response I was looking for.
This is one of those times I wish I had an element that just said money. Because that is the only reason why Major League Baseball's doing this. And they're they're being copycats at the NFL. I mean, they've seen the NFL, they're doing an international series, and they see it's successful that they now are doing regular season games in London, and now they're doing regular season games in not just London, but all over England, and now all over Germany. And they're saying, well,
how can we capitalize on this?
We're seeing this success there. How can we capitalize? And they already started to do it by having that doggone London series start
in a ballpark that ain't a ballpark.
Yeah, since
I've seen that. I've seen the stadium. I've seen the stadium where they hold the London series, and I only have one great show yesterday, Cole. Indeed, I caught the replay of that after I signed off. I have one question about that London stadium, and it's pretty simple. What the hell is that? Because that doesn't. Am I wrong? Am I missing the mark in stadiums? Because I consider myself a stadium aficionado. That ain't a stadium to me.
It is all about the moolah. It's all about the money. And yes, Dietz, I get it. Playing in South Korea, it would make more sense than to play it in England because, yes, I know South Korea has baseball there. I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yes, true.
But Major League Baseball doesn't really reside in England or Japan or South Korea because they have played regular season games in Japan too. No,
they play it in London Stadium. London Stadium.
Stadium, which it seats close to 90,000 people. It's as big as FedEx Field. Why would you want to put anything baseball in that stadium?
You know what it reminds me of when the Dodgers played at the Coliseum.
Yeah, another 90 plus thousand seat stadium. Yeah, when they first moved to Los Angeles, that's where they played for 59, 60, 3 years. Yeah,
they play. It reminds me of how they played at the Coliseum.
Sorry, 4 years because they moved to 58. Yeah.
They played at the Coliseum, and we got someone waiting on us.
Yes, we do. Let me see if I can find exactly what. Oh, here we go.
You got it?
Okay.
And now batting, the man that has seen the Yankees pimp themselves out for every corporate shield known to man. Number 420. Wise El Jefe, number 420.
What they do now? I really haven't looked at
I love that response. That's beautiful.
Welcome, Wise.
How you doing, man?
What's going on, my brother? I don't know. Like I had I seen the TikTok of a fan.
Wait. Love the way he did that. He just came in and just had this look on his face. He's a parent, as am I, and just had this look of this fatherly look of what do you do now?
Listen, I can't help who I love. I love the Yankees. Right now, they're on stupid mode. So I just gotta accept it right now. I just gotta have to accept it. Like as a fan, it hurts, yes. But
not that
as a fan,
they're on stupid mode.
They're,
Not that.
as a fan that is not a fanatic. I love my Yankees. Yes.
But you're real.
But you're realist.
But you're
I
real.
got bigger. Listen, ain't nobody on the Yankees paying any of my bills. So
exactly,
I'm not. I'm a fan just to be a fan. But
I feel you.
I'm not. Listen, man, I got so many good things going on in my life. They suck right now. Hey, listen. As a fan, you don't want to see your team lose. But I'm not gonna be here and cry over like this. There's a fan like this. These Yankee fans are really. I guess it's any fanatic.
Please.
You realize Wise just created a drop. He created 2 drops for us. What they do now, and they're in stupid mode.
Welcome to my world.
When it comes to the Houston Texans.
You say this as a shock. No, with Wise dropping bombs, you say this like it's a shock. Welcome to my world. I now am expecting him to drop something. I just don't know what.
Yeah,
but look, but he's one thing.
But you as and I'm gonna let everyone know
he's not a fanatic.
And I'm gonna let everyone know live on Snowman.
Yes,
I have retired the FU Boston. It's getting tiresome. I'm tired of it. Boston is boring to me. So I've retired it. So you will not see me cursing out any Bostonians, any people that played in Boston. No one.
But you will still see this.
The following is a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Boston.
This has been a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Listen, I can't help that. That's done already. It happened. Hey, listen, Bostonians. It was a phase I was going through, and it's there. It's there for memory. I can't do nothing about it. I can't take it back. I can't take it back.
Say the funniest rant he did on F Boston was the first one.
There's no one going to top the. There's no one going to top the new edition part, man. Like
no.
Ain't nobody topping that.
When I was like, oh my gosh, he's just going down the line.
Yeah.
Yep. He said he flipped a bird to Ben Affleck, then Matt Damon, and didn't even have the nerve to flip a bird at New Edition. I'm like,
New Edition. At New Edition.
And had the presence of mind and not say F you to Johnny Gill because he knew Johnny Gill was from DC.
Yes.
I was proud of him.
Yes.
I was proud.
Listen, I was attacking.
And he even said except Johnny Gill because he's from DC, but the
other dickhead. Sorry. It slipped. It slipped.
That was the word he actually said.
It slipped. It slipped.
Oh Lord, another.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
The is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes.
Wow.
I've been trying. Listen, I've told Cole since we have plans and stuff. And
yes.
That I was gonna try and be less bleepable. I'm saying I get bleeped a lot. Let's be honest. I get bleeped a lot on mentality. And
not less bleepable.
I love that term.
And
I love that term.
And so I've last episode, and the funny thing was I wasn't bleeped as much last episode.
No,
it was a really good show. I don't think I was bleeped at all. I'm lying. I might slipped a couple of words in there, but
like you did this morning.
And to answer your question, Victor, a group recently has been added to the list.
Oh no!
But that episode is already on. Episode's already aired. But yes.
Oh yeah, it was a whole district. I added a whole district at one time.
You had a whole district, and then and then he decided to induct BLM or Black Lives Matter.
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
In the immortal words of Jack Buck, for that, pardon me while I stand up and applaud.
I did. Look, it's
Pardon me while I stand up and applaud.
it's
But I love
funny that
Domino.
you talk. It's funny that you speak upon this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all Gen Xers here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they are invoking us. They are trying to bring us out. They are trying to provoke us, and they're at so. On this last episode that me and Poppy just recorded, we are the true Gen X's in us are coming out.
Not the true Gen X's in you.
It's you asked for this. You millennials and Gen Zs are asking for this. You are provoking a bear that you do not need to provoke. Like,
you sure
leave
don't.
us alone. Leave us alone. You let us be. Let us enjoy our lives.
Why? You know that ain't gonna happen.
Let us do what we do because we hurt feelings. We hurt a lot of feelings.
We tell the truth.
And so
damn everything
you
else.
don't accept you guys don't accept the fact that we don't care about your feelings, that we will trample all over them if provoked.
And many don't care if they do.
And we don't care. We just
we
don't
know
care.
you're too sensitive to take it. So yes. So it's a whole new wise coming.
We are.
Gen X wise is coming, and you're in trouble, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh my god!
I love it. I can't wait.
Yes, the episode that we'll be releasing, I'm gonna try to get it out today. But yes.
Well, I got some catching up to do with the podcast version they're in, and I got a request for Cole. I'll make it during the break. Speaking of which, we are behind and taking a break, so we're going to take a break right now. I'll make a request of Cole, and then I will repeat an announcement that I said during our feature segment, which was spurred on by Damar Hamlin and Liam Hendricks. I'll tell you all about it when you all get back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and to the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Hey everybody, Brian Snow here. Want to do some afternoon sports talk with me and be interactive? Also meet some great guests from every walk of life? Then tune in to The Brian Snow Show on CSTV and CSTVnow.com. Weekdays at 2 p.m. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride.
PK Tire Pro is your one-stop on-the-spot auto service headquarters for a complete line of quality tires and auto services. For years, we have provided the Stockton, California area with the latest products and unprecedented services for everything we sell. And for years, our customers have been coming back. Take a look around. If you don't find what you need, visit us in Stockton, California. From the latest and best in tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle looking good and running great, PK Tire Pros can get you out on the road quickly and at an affordable price. Stop by soon to see why so many people consider PK Tire Pros to be the one-stop shop for all of their tire needs. At PK Tire Pros, our friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service professionals, and affordable prices all come together to make driving out on a new set of tires easy. On top of that, we never tire of tires. Stop by and see us, and you'll be glad you did.
Cause we take this job so serious.
The f*** is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell? This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Oh, Lord. How many times have we been off the rails since this show started? Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries, whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories. Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off of your first order. And my thanks to Ryan McAfee for putting me on to that. I have my Mexican chocolate blend this morning in a regular size cup, not the king size, which both my doctor and Dr. K warned me not to use, and I've been good. And like I explained this morning when Sick reminded me that I was going to quit drinking coffee after a conversation with my doctor, I got to wean myself off of it, because if I try to do it all at once, man, quit pushing buttons.
It just
Shut up.
It
Shut up.
perfectly fit.
Vic, so Vic, I don't consider you a millennial because you was born in the 80s, so you got to experience going outside. You got to experience things.
Yes.
So you are a Gen Xer. So I don't know what you think.
Well, see, the thing is, people say that the hardcore Gen X line stops about if you were born in 78. And in between 78 and probably when Victor was born, 83, they call them Xennials. That's stupid term.
That's a stupid term to me.
Not quite a Gen X and not quite a millennial. Yeah.
But that's a stupid term to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
I think I look at it as they got to experience some of the stuff we experienced growing up.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
he was around. He was around to experience rotary phones, and he was around to experience the beginning of AOL and all the. So I don't all that sublets.
Yeah.
No, you're a Gen Xer.
They may not have been adults when they experienced it, but yes, they did. I agree.
Yeah, they were old enough. He was old enough.
They were old enough. Right. They were old enough. Right. I agree with that.
Zennials.
But that's the
Who the
proper
hell
term.
came up with that term?
But that's the proper term, Zennials. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I'm 86. What does that make me? A friend?
Hardcore. Well, a guy that has sense. If you're talking about Shane Lake, but but in your group and they would call you a millennial.
Well, what does that? What does that make me? A hardcore parent that doesn't give a damn about the world. How about that?
But see, not even then, because like Shane still got to experience. Like he got to experience. I think anyone who got to experience any of the stuff we experienced in life, Shane, it's not like to me a millennial didn't really get to experience a lot of the stuff we experienced.
True.
So it's different. So to me, Shane is in that age group where he got to, he was on the cusp of technology, but he's right there where he had probably like 5 channels in his life. Like when he first started, there was no all these outlets, all these different things. So I'm sure he experienced being the remote.
Oh my goodness.
And there.
Wow. The remote, the antenna.
All of it.
The TV positional.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And holding the damn antenna because somehow you found the perfect spot and you ain't allowed to move.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Not just moving the antenna, but being it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had your turn. I'm sure, Watch, you've had your turn, and I had mine.
2 TVs in the house, one on top of the other.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately with you,
the big one not working.
Siblings. Yeah. You had older siblings, so I know they fully took advantage of you with that.
The good thing for me is my siblings are all older than me, but I have my nieces and nephews that I was raised with, so it was different. So I had a little bit of kind of authority title, so it was no.
So you were Uncle Wise to those who were similar in age to you.
Yes.
And the authority figure in my house, his name was William. Period.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
There was
I'm
a
sure
couple
you
of
did
my-
not, just like I didn't. You did not talk. You did not challenge the authority of your old man.
I had the authority figure in my house's name was William Otis Snow Jr.
Listen,
Period.
there was
He didn't
time.
have it. He didn't take any mess. He did. How did Scarface put it? Now edited. He didn't start no. He didn't take no mess, but he was about to start some.
Oh, he's gonna finish it. But
oh yeah, if someone started it, he would finish it. Yeah.
But no, we talked, like me and Poppy was talking about it
with the snap of a belt.
Oh, we spoke on the fact that we got punished multiple times for the same crime.
Yep.
You would get
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did.
You would get multiple ass whoopings for same crime. Like
Yep.
You would pay the penalty for the same crime multiple times, not just once, multiple times.
Oh yeah.
And
you behind, mama whoop you behind. Older people whoop you behind, because remember we grew up in an era. We grew up in an era where the adults in the neighborhood
the head once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We
If
grew
the
up in an
neighbor
era.
listen, if the neighbor slapped you upside the head, that was only the beginning. That was
We grew up in an era. Yeah, we grew up in an era where yes, the neighbors could actually slap some sense into you, and the police wasn't called. In fact,
we grew up in an era.
In fact, the parents would lean in harder on the butt whooping because you had the nerve to show out in front of the adults, and they felt as though you need to get your butt whooped by them.
Yep.
So these are some of the things that we've decided we're altering on Poppy J and Wise, where we're actually just we're tired and we're gonna just let our true selves truly speak and voice our opinion on these topics. Because
Thank you.
So you're channeling your D. Snyder and Twisted Sister and saying we're not going to take it.
We're not going to take it.
No, we're not. We just
we're done.
I'm listening to some of these people and
How did Jody put it to me one day when I read something here in my office, and I just verbally went completely off, and she read it too. She put her arms on my shoulder and she said, "It's good to finally see the inner Carlin in you come out."
Not the inner Carlin, Lord.
I mean, cuss words be damned, but to let my opinion fly from the heart.
Get on the plane. No, fool.
I'm getting in the plane. Exactly. Exactly. And we're operating the same way. I told Cole, I called you Christmas night of 2018 when I was so unsure with all the looks I was getting living in Terre Haute. It's like, screw it. We're at a point where it's us against the world, and I'm including my brothers in this. I'm including all my friends in this. It's us against the world. Period. And Victor said, one of the reasons why Snowman hates Rolos. I do, and I will tell you why. I'd have been about 7 or 8. No, I was 9 when this frivolity took place. I thought I was slick in a Jewel food store and tried to swipe a roll of Rolos, and I got caught.
You mean tell me you tried to be Sticky Fingers too?
I tried the Sticky Fingers.
I tried the Sticky Fingers too.
I got
the lit me up.
Listen. My mother. Listen. At the time, and I'm gonna really take y'all back. My mother drove an Oldsmobile Toronado.
I'll be doggone.
She drove an Oldsmobile. I will never forget that car as long as I live. An Oldsmobile Toronado. I got caught trying to have sticky fingers, and the officer that was right there marched me to my mother, and she didn't say a word. And I knew my ass was kicked. I knew my ass was kicked.
Pass to your father.
So when we got,
I already know
when we got in the car, and Dad was at work. So
I'm saying, yep.
So when we got to the car, I got my ass kicked. When we got home, when I got to the car, my mother kicked my ass. When we got home, my mother kicked my ass.
And then when your
And then
father
when
got
Dad
home,
marched in the house and then when Dad marched in the house in a good mood, and my mother told him what I tried to do.
no, and he was in a good mood before.
He was in a good mood, and I ruined that.
Oh,
He marched my ass right upstairs and lit me up, and I deserved it.
On that butt whooping. Yeah, he put some extra.
I deserve. Listen, let me put this.
Yeah.
Let me put this in a way all of us understand. Whenever you go through something like that, and why it's talked about it, getting punished for the same crime by different people, we all took a big fat. And I held that with pride, and to this day, well, I like Rolos now. I like Rolos now.
Well,
but for about 30 years, I hated Rolos.
Well, I guess I'm about to take you guys back then.
Let's have it.
All right, so I think I just turned 9. And I still have this proclivity with pens. Love pens.
You and my wife, man. She a pen thief.
Believe me. After this story, I never stole another pen in my life.
What happened? But now lately, she's been acting politely. But I'm sorry for interrupting that.
Go ahead. That's okay. So we go into this store. It was called Jimco.
Oh,
and of course, Jimco had just about everything.
Yep.
You could shop
It's
for
like
groceries.
the equivalent to 99-cent store now, kind of.
Yeah.
But with a grocery outlet too. So everything was at your disposal. And calling my name was this maroon eraser made pen.
I'm laughing because I think I know where this is going.
I grabbed that sucker. I thought I was being slick. I slid that thing in my pocket,
and then
I tried my best to camouflage it. And of course, this was at the time that you did not have metal detectors or cameras all over the store.
Right.
And
then
I'm like, okay, my parents checked out stuff. Everything was great. I get out the store. I'm thinking, I got a pen for free.
Wrong.
And then I get in the car. And the next thing I know, my father jerks me from my ankles, lifts me up, and paddles my behind.
And lit you sideways.
Lit me up in the parking lot. He didn't wait. He
No.
didn't wait.
No.
He didn't wait till the doors closed.
No.
He didn't wait for me to get home. No, in the parking lot, lit my black behind up. And then I'm still lying, saying, "What the heck are you whipping me for? What are you whipping me for, Dad?" And he said, "Give me that pen." Oh my God. So then I handed him the pen, and then he whooped me again.
It was a
And
hard
that
ride
is
home.
what-
I don't know how it survived.
You ever get that pen?
One would beat me while the other was driving.
I had to give the pen up and then get another whooping after I gave the pen up.
So he kept the pen?
Oh Lord!
Oh no, he didn't keep the pen. No, he brought it back to the store.
Oh,
apologized to the manager of the store. But he lit my behind before I gave up the pen, and lit my behind up after gave the pen up to him while in the parking lot. Yes. Back seat, butt all in the air, legs all in the air.
Oh yeah. That was me.
Nine.
That was me in the back of my mother. Listen, that was me in the back of my mother's Toronado.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about the 75 version, the long Toronado.
Oh man.
The only car at that time that could compare to it was a Buick Electra Deuce and a Quarter. And if you know the term, you know the car I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
I mean,
and
room for days. Yeah, there was room for days. There was room for days, all right, and weeks after I got my ass kicked by my mother in the car for trying to have sticky fingers. I got killed for that. I got torn up sideways.
and I deserved it.
And why is that? Is why I don't ever steal pens ever, because of that. And the vehicle of choice was an Oldsmobile Calais.
You got your ass kicked in a Calais.
I got my butt whooped in an Oldsmobile Calais.
Oh Lord!
1 year old, by the way.
Listen, y'all got off easy. Imagine getting your butt whipped in public transportation, man. That's what us city boys had to go through. getting your ass whipped on public transportation. It wasn't even on a family car. It was on public. It would be on the bus, the train. It did not matter.
Didn't experience it, but I've seen it.
It did not matter. You want to act up, you only pay right then and there. Like all this nonsense, like wait till we get home. Nah, you paid right and didn't know, and everybody mind their man business.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
They're not stepping into that. No.
It's like, oh, mom handling her business. Okay, well we can't go.
Can't do anything about it.
Oh,
can't do a thing about it. Ain't no way.
Youngin stepped out of line. Mama put him in check.
Mama tore that ass up. Mama tore that ass up.
Man, the Yankees in second place. Man, they got to do better than that. Oh, I wish that kid would be quiet. Oh man, George Steinbrenner. He fired Billy Martin again. Man.
Why
is the child speaking Spanish? Oh, they're trying to get James Whitfield. Oh, that's a bomb.
You stupid. One more break, and when we come back, speaking of stupid, Kyrie Irving is back in the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And we're about to light his ass up. Back in a few.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The thing is, until you can erase 3 Februaries, shut up. Bang! Quality over quantity. LeBron has beaten some of the best competition in NBA history. He's the GOAT emoji. I will not cuss. I will not cuss. I will not swear. I will not swear.
Where sports is the base, life and fun are the results. This is the Brian Snow Show.
Your afternoons just got better with the Brian Snow Show. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Come on aboard and enjoy the ride, folks.
Thursday nights are wrestling night on CSTV. Tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific to see all the amazing Next Level Pro Wrestling stars on Thursday Night Throwdown on CSTVNow.com and the CSTV app on your Roku device.
PK Tire Pros, your one-stop on-the-spot auto service headquarters for a complete line of quality tires and auto services. For years, we have provided the Stockton, California area with the latest products and unprecedented services for everything we sell. And for years, our customers have been coming back. Take a look around. If you don't find what you need, visit us in Stockton, California. From the latest and best in tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle looking good and running great, PK Tire Pros can get you out on the road quickly and at an affordable price. Stop by soon to see why so many people consider PK Tire Pros to be the one-stop shop for all of their tire needs. At PK Tire Pros, our friendly and knowledgeable staff, quick and dependable service professionals, and affordable prices all come together to make driving out on a new set of tires easy. On top of that, we never tire of tires. Stop by and see us, and you'll be glad you did.
take this job so serious.
The f is that? Sorry, pardon me. My apologies.
What in the all types of blue hell? This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
See, Wise has always had that proclivity to just let one slip on the air. With Wise and Cole Johnson, aka Cole Sports with the Z, I am the Snowman, and we're bringing you home on this trip down Totally Dietz Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. I'll repeat something I said during our feature segment, that I am going to put a fundraiser out there, a couple of fundraisers out there to launch Snowman Stadium Tour. And let me explain the purpose of this. There are three purposes. One, to help get my family on their feet. Two, I want to raise money for cancer research. And three, I want to donate a chunk of money to the Hamlin Foundation. So those are the three purposes, and I'm looking to start this next year, driving all around the country with my family, visiting stadiums, getting a chance to sit in the press box while games are going on, and at the support of my wife. She said, "You have a brand out there, use it." So we're gonna use it. I'm gonna use it, and I know y'all will help me get this out there. I hope to have this fundraiser launched today. Snowman Stadium Tour to, cross your fingers, begin with the Super Bowl in Las Vegas beginning next year. So 2024, I look to launch the Snowman Stadium Tour, and we're going to put the fundraiser out there today. Please, I beg of y'all, share it in your circles. It's a threefold purpose. I'll talk about it more this afternoon on the Brian Snow Show, and thank y'all for the time. Okay. Kyrie Irving has another shoe deal.
Oh, that's nice.
And I just have one question.
That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, sir. What question is that? I'm still waiting for the question.
Yo, you so cold, bro. You so cold. You so cold.
You are an idiot, Cole.
Yo, you wrong, man. You wrong.
That's a short. I will cut that today.
That was wrong.
That right now. That's a short.
Funny. It was
funny as hell, but you're wrong.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That was wrong. Play it one more time. Let it scroll one more
time. Let it roll a couple seconds more. There you go.
Anything to make you laugh, man. I seriously do live to make you laugh.
Oh my God.
I appreciate it.
I needed that one. That was
Cleveland ain't gonna be much welcoming after that. That's my experiences in Cleveland. Dear God.
No.
I don't know if Cleveland will be last on. You can take the scroll down. I don't know if Cleveland will be last on the list. I don't know if Cleveland will be last on the list or whatever, but no. But the serious purpose is to raise money, like I said, for my family, for the cancer research, and for the Hamlin Foundation. Those are the three true purposes.
Yes.
Now back to business.
Yes.
What the hell is this company Kyrie Irving has a deal with? What the hell is this company?
All right. So, yesterday, no, not yesterday. I'm sorry. Tuesday, a Chinese sportswear company, Anta, decided to have Kyrie Irving be the spokesperson for their signature sneaker.
Anta? Well, Anthony, what the hell is that?
But not only is he going to be the spokesperson of their signature shoe, but he also joins the brand as its chief creative officer. And that partnership will establish a series of youth camps,
both in the United States and in China. Now,
I'm sorry. Back up. Back
yes,
the
sir.
hell up.
Yes,
Back
sir.
the hell up.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
He's gonna do what?
He is now the chief creative officer of ANTA, or ANTA, and the partnership with ANTA will also establish a series of youth camps both in the United States and in China.
Chief Creative Officer.
Chief. Yes, sick.
This whole thing
stinks
to high heaven.
Yes.
I gotta.
No.
No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
I had to. I had to. Like as Wise said best, had to do it. I had to do it.
For me personally, get that bag, but damn, like this is how far he's fallen off from Nike to Anta. I don't know what Anta is.
Nor do I.
Hey, if he's gonna support the youth and start youth leagues, hey. But I hope they know what they're getting involved with. That's all I know is I hope they know what they're getting involved with. Good luck with your endeavors. I just hope you're able to prosper with this union with Kyrie, because it hasn't worked anywhere else for him. So hopefully he's matured and he's gotten his life together with finally getting a deal in Dallas that he's getting paid and he's happy now. At least I think he's happy. He hasn't shown of any signs of not being happy. So again, I'm glad his feelings are
we're talking about a guy who's 31. And
but
why
you can't discount the struggles this young man went through. You can't discount the stupid
bleep
stuff he's done.
Yes, sir. We're not on mentality. You're correct, sir.
That's why I said bleep.
But I understand. But when you said
I don't,
you're hoping that Kyrie is mature, Kawhi.
Anybody who knows, all I was talking was all bull. Everything I just said was
as a joke only for Wise. I just hope Kyrie has matured.
Why you lying? Why you always lying?
My wife would ask that question.
So the woke people's champion, the rebel without a cause, Uncle AWOL.
The rebel without a pause.
Yes, he took to Twitter, and feeling really good about this connection with Anta. He typed or tweeted
or Unky Woke
quote, "I will push our teams domestically and internationally to unite like-minded trailblazers who have the vision to create and build their craft to transcend the footwear/apparel industry for generations to come. This is truly a full circle moment that I will not take for granted nor underappreciate, given the many obstacles it took to get here. This partnership is for all of those who want to change the world. Join me on the journey. This is #bigger than a shoe deal." Close tweet.
Hashtag the
I have a song.
Earth is
I have a
flat.
song in mind. I have a song in mind.
Wait, before your song, what wise?
Hashtag the Earth is flat. Hashtag whatever other stupid stuff he's done tweeted or
hashtag Hebrews and Negroes.
I have a song in mind.
Your song in mind is what, sir?
A Kyrie Irving. Given your statement or lack thereof, use the troll. Use the troll.
I think it would be more fitting if Kyrie Irving.
Oh no.
Who actually cares who you sign a shoe deal with?
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Just because Kyrie signed with Anta doesn't mean that I'm going to go buy Anta. That's just not going to happen.
True.
It's not. You know what it is? It's crazy. It's funny because, of course, there'll be someone that's going to go buy it because of Kyrie. He has his followers. He has whatever.
But to your previous point, wise, yes, Mr. Irving was previously signed to Nike for his signature sneaker line. However, the Oregon-based company decided to screw up the bag when in December he made controversial remarks about the Hebrews and Negroes documentary.
I just want to touch on something.
Split was mutually. And here's something that will make both of you laugh. Irving's representative actually said that the split was, let me see if I can find the right words, quote, mutually decided, close quote. And I will roll out the red carpet for what you have to say about that.
And now a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled Use a Troll.
You fool!
So I want to touch on something Six mentioned about Stephon Marbury. So Six, there's different with Stephon Marbury is Stephon was actually trying to build sneakers for those that could afford sneakers.
Yeah, right. Build an affordable line.
He wasn't trying to. Steph's endeavor was not to make money.
No,
he wanted to actually build a shoe that the community could really afford, not really go and spend hundreds of dollars on Jordans and go broke trying to buy Jordans. He actually did care about providing a shoe for the community that they could truly afford.
Right.
Speaking of Gen X, the Jordan line immediately when it came out was priced at $150. And that was 1985. Now Marbury came out almost a decade and a half later. And so he wanted to make shoes that, and Hakeem did something similar because he actually wanted to do a shoe line for the similar reason.
And Shaq as well.
And Shaq also in between Hakeem and Marbury did the same thing. So Marbury's endeavor was actually just, and he was a huge star in China too. So
yeah.
Oh, he had much more of an impact playing in China than he did here in the States because he was his reach now was global. It's global now, and so and they love him in China.
They do.
They still love him in China.
Yep, he does. All right, we got to get on out of here. Don't forget, 4 p.m. today, the Brian Snow Show. Well, I'll have Matt Taylor at the bottom of the first hour. And the second hour is the Women's Football Alliance Takeover with the voices Michael Burmy and Brian Sweeney. Don't miss it. We're out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you,
then they are not big enough.
Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all are too. And the fundraiser will come out 3 p.m. today to raise as much money as we can for the launch of Snowman Stadium Tour. We are out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, y'all.
See ya.
Peace.
Yes.